If you just got the iPhone 16 Pro or Pro Max and you're looking for accessories, especially if you're a filmmaker, not to worry, I got you covered. Now, one of the first accessories I have to show you is weird as it is cool, and it's this thing. It's the Dockcase Smart MagSafe M.2 NVMe SSD enclosure. Basically, it's an SSD drive for your phone where you can actually see the stats of the SSD enclosure. It's so cool. Let me show you how it works. So the first thing you do is attach the Dockcase SSD enclosure to the back of your phone thanks to the MagSafe connectivity. Grab a short USB-C cable capable of at least 10 gigabits per second. This one is 20 gigs per second. And once attached, the SSD enclosure will power on, and there you can see all the stats of the SSD enclosure. This is really cool because if you really want to see the information as you are recording videos on your iPhone 16 Pro, like you could see the read-write speed, you could see the temperature of the SSD. So it's just a cool way to keep you informed of the health of your SSD enclosure. Also, there's this button over here that you can press to see more functions, like in this page here where you can set the SSD enclosure to be read-only, and having the device set to that will prevent you from accidentally overwriting your files, which is a great way to protect your footage. Also, you can configure the orientation of the display of the SSD enclosure, so if you want to film horizontally or vertically, you can set your display accordingly. And on top of that, this thing has power delivery of up to 100 watts, so you can connect this thing to a charger and then connect it to your laptop and then power that laptop while reading the information on the SSD enclosure. And just in case you're wondering, it's compatible with 2230s and 2242 NVMe SSDs up to 2 terabytes. They're not sponsoring this video by any means, but they are having a Kickstarter campaign. So if you want to check it out, maybe grab one for yourself, then definitely check out the link down in the description below, as well as the other accessories that I'm going to talk about. Now, if you're not a fan of using SSDs, not to worry. There is a way to record externally without using an SSD, and that's using Apple's very own SD card reader. This is probably the easiest hack to record external video on an iPhone, because once you record video on the SD card, then you can take that SD card, pop into your computer, and then offload the footage from there. It may not be as fancy as the Dockcase SSD enclosure, but still, it's an external drive. The next accessory I want to talk about is from Rode, and it's their MagSafe phone mount. The reason why I picked this is because of how easy it is to use. Like literally, all you have to do is just attach your phone to the MagSafe connecting point. Like that's it. And there's joints where you can attach these hot shoe arms to attach accessories. But honestly, I don't use any of them because whenever I use my iPhone, like I just kind of want to use it as is. And I sometimes don't want to use one of those weird traditional phone mounts where you have to like attach it and stretch it out and then have it clamped onto it like that. I don't like that. And so for me, this is the simplest MagSafe phone mount out there. Now, if you want to get a little crazy, then you can use this phone cage by SmallRig. This thing is absolutely unnecessary, but also very necessary. Like there's these arms that you can attach to pretty much any side of the cage so that you can film vertically or you can film horizontally. And to me, that is the most versatile way to use a cage with those detachable clamps. The cage is MagSafe compatible, so you can just simply attach your phone to the middle of the rig. But if you have a phone that's not MagSafe compatible, then it has those traditional phone clamps that you can just insert your phone into. There's cold shoes and quarter 20 mounts around the cage if you want to attach accessories, so that's cool. But I know there's a new cage out by Moment called Super Cage. That seems to be the more over-the-top cage because it pretty much has everything, right? It's like it's a cage, but also has like an SD card slot and other things. Either way, having a phone cage may not be a bad idea if you want to take mobile filmmaking to the next level. And so if you want to check out the SmallRig mobile film cage, then yeah, check out the links down below, or maybe you can wait until my review of the Moment Super Cage. Now, we can't talk about mobile filmmaking without, oh, my light just went out. Now, we can't talk about mobile filmmaking without talking about gimbals, phone gimbals. And my favorite phone gimbal for the past year and a half is the DJI Osmo Mobile 6. I actually really like this thing and I do travel with it. Like, don't get me wrong, the stabilization on the iPhone is amazing and even better when action mode is turned on, but you do lose resolution. And so if I do want to get wide cinematic iPhone shots, then yeah, I'm gonna be using a gimbal. And the gimbal that I always recommend anyone is the DJI Osmo Mobile 6. And they have a new firmware update where you can actually use your Apple Watch to control the gimbal. It's like small things like that that make the entire solo filmmaking process so much easier, which is why I love using this gimbal. Speaking of DJI, the next product that I want to recommend for your iPhone 16 Pro is the DJI Mic 2 transmitter. Why? Well, you can pair it with your phone to have wireless audio. I mean, that's a no-brainer. Like, sure, you could use the DJI Pocket 3 or the Action 5 Pro and use the wireless mic that way. But if most of the content that you film is on your iPhone, then why don't you just pair the DJI Mic 2 transmitter to your phone? Okay, so I have paired the DJI Mic 2 to the iPhone. Test 1 2 3. I'm actually using the Blackmagic camera app because I can actually change the audio source from the microphones on the phone to the DJI Mic 2, and this is what the audio sounds like. All right, the next accessory I want to recommend is this really cool device called PLAUD Note. Basically, it's a ChatGPT powered device that transcribes audio perfectly. This thing is so cool because say that you're having a meeting about a upcoming photo or film project. Well, you want to be able to summarize the notes in that meeting, you know? Well, this little device does just that. But hold on, not only in person, but you can actually transcribe the audio when you attach it to the back of the phone with the MagSafe case. Like, it could transcribe audio from both ends of the phone call accurately. And with the PLAUD Note app, you can get a summary of your conversation about the meeting, the main points of that meeting. Like, this thing is actually very cool and highly recommended for any creative. The next accessory I want to recommend is actually a phone case, not Apple's silicone MagSafe phone case. Am I saying that right? You know what I'm talking about. Don't get that trash. Instead, get the new mobile case by Peak Design because it has a cutout for the camera control button. I learned the hard way that if a case covers the camera control button, then you can't accurately use it the way it's intended. But Peak Design has a cutout for it, which you can then use the actual camera control button to do the camera control button things. Also, love this color so much, looks so good. It's like a, what is it, the vegan leather tan vegan leather, I don't know, whatever it's called. I know it's not a filmmaking accessory, but come on, we all use phone cases whenever we film because, you know, we're accident prone. Now, of course, we gotta talk about headphones, and my two favorite headphones are actually from Sony. My favorite over-the-ear headphones are the Sony XM5s, and my favorite earbuds are the Sony XM5s. I mean, technically, the over-the-ears are called the WH-1000 XM5s, and the earbuds are the WF-1000 XM5s. I know, it's confusing, but these are the best headphones that I've ever used, and I travel with them all the time. Both of them are incredibly great for noise cancellation, they're great for traveling, and they're not only great for just watching movies and listening to your music while you travel, but they're also great for phone calls as well. So if you're looking for headphones and earbuds, the Sony XM5s are definitely the way to go. But now let's finish off this video by talking about a few power charging options. The first one, of course, is the Anker MagSafe Go. There are different iterations of this particular MagSafe charger. Basically, you'd attach the MagSafe charger behind the phone, it charges, and it has this kickstand so that you can set your iPhone down, watch a movie, and not have to hold it the entire flight. Speaking of traveling on the go, this next accessory I love so much because not only does it charge my iPhone, but it also charges my AirPods and my Apple Watch at the same time. This thing is so cool because it just folds up into this little square and then unfolds to this really cleverly designed phone stand. And so for me, whenever I travel, I always bring this. And you know how sometimes there's a lamp next to the bed and there's like a USB plug in that lamp? Well, I plugged this whole little charger to that lamp, and now I have one cable that charges my iPhone, my Apple Watch, and my AirPods. So if you travel a lot like me, then definitely check this charger out. And if you're looking for a charger to power all your devices, then this Anker Prime charger is definitely the one to get. It has one USB-A port, two USB-C ports, and it can actually power your MacBook Pro, your iPhone, and other USB-C capable devices. Like, this has become my main charger for when I travel. It has 67 watts of power, which is really cool, and it's small enough where it doesn't fall out of the electrical outlet when you plug it in. Like, you know when that happens sometimes with heavy chargers? Yeah, I hate when that happens. This one does not. And then the very last accessory I want to recommend is this really cool wallet that I found from Amazon. It's not only MagSafe compatible, but it's also Find My compatible, so that if you lose your wallet, you can actually track it by using Apple's Find My network. It's a much better solution than having to put an AirTag in your wallet, because when you put an AirTag in your wallet and you sit down, your butt hurts. This one's way better, but what I love about this particular wallet is that it actually acts as a kickstand. Now, I know this isn't a filmmaking accessory, but if you use it as a kickstand, well, it's kind of like a mini tabletop tripod. So yeah. There you go. And that, my friends, is a wrap on the top accessories that you can get for the iPhone 16 Pro. What do you think? Which one was your favorite? I quite like that Dockcase SSD enclosure. Like, it's so weird, but also so cool. But let me know which one was your favorite. And also, if you have other recommendations for cool accessories for the iPhone 16 Pro, then by all means, let me know in the comments below. But I gotta go, gotta film more videos. Thanks for hanging out, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.